Greetings once again, my fellow Star Trek fans. I'd like to welcome you to another video. And what I've been doing is I've been refilming some of my Playmates, my vintage Playmate models. And today will be no different. It's not going to involve the original Star Trek or this lovely lady here. We're actually going to go to the Deep Space Nine series. And we're actually going to take a look at the Playmates, Deep Space Nine, the Cardassian station that went back and forth between the Federation and the Cardassians. So let's go over to the desk where there's more room, and we're going to take a look at Deep Space Nine space station. Okay, so let's check out the Playmates, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Beyond the Final Frontier. The Space Station DS9 Federation Command Base and Trading Post. You can see the box art looking pretty wild. This has the miniature docking Enterprise starship included. And this is Collector Edition 048647. And this has the actual lights and sounds from the Star Trek Deep Space Nine television series. Also, you can see over here where it's Design an Alien Contest. Win a TV appearance on Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Entry form and details are inside. Of course, that's long expired. Some of the features, we have 4 Deep Space Nine sounds: the tractor beam, the photon torpedoes, the phaser, and docking. 3 light-up sail towers, unique rotating detail display stand, miniature replica of the Starship Enterprise included, technical blueprints, and a certificate of authenticity. So this is always really fun. So looking at the side of the box, a lot with these, most of the information is on the back. So you can see the sides. This is incidentally stock number 6251. And it's basically the same on the ends of the box as well as the sides. They all basically have the same kind of pictures and information that's on the cover or the front of the box. So it's when we look at the back that we actually see more of the different details of the model. Looking at the back, you can see the model set up. We've got the habitat ring, the light up sail towers, the docking ports, the rotating base, and the miniature replica of the Starship Enterprise. You can see the bonus technical blueprints included, and it shows you how to set it up. And we'll go through all of the instructions as well as battery placement. Available soon, Star Trek Deep Space Nine Crossroads of Time video game on Sega Genesis. And that's showing its age. And this came out in 1994. And there's information on it, like all of the Playmates. Formerly a Cardassian mining station. Formerly a Cardassian mining station, built in 2351. Space Station Deep Space Nine was abandoned following the Cardassian plunder of the planet Bajor. Starfleet is now in control of the refurbished station, which has become a crucial hub along the edge of the charted space, serving as a commercial and scientific outpost near the newly discovered Bajoran wormhole. Deep Space Nine features an operations center, promenade, and 3 docking sail towers of note. On the promenade are hosts of shops. They have stores, services, facilities. Quark's Bar is a popular haunt of many residents and visitors. The outer habitat ring houses approximately 300 permanent residents. Vessels, weapons, clusters are stored on level 5. The section 3 of the habitat ring. Deep Space Nine is fully equipped with defensive weapons systems, including photon torpedoes, phaser banks, tractor beams, docking ports, and runabout launch pads further complement Deep Space Nine port of call. So this is pretty wild. You don't see this one out very often. The reason I got it, just because it was the next in line, And Deep Space Nine has its moments, but I'm not like into that as much as the Next Generation. But with that being said, let's open it up, and we're going to take out all the contents. So there's a lot to put together in this one, if I remember correctly. So let's open it up, and it's got the cardboard tray. So let's kind of pull out the inserts. This one is a little more elaborate than Enterprise D. Is that everything in the box? Yes. So we'll put this aside. Let's see if we can actually, because it's so large, we might not be able to keep the box here. Let's see if I can prop this up on something. So let's start to take the cardboard tray off. So we've got the posts, we've got the paperwork, and we've got the space station itself. So that's everything in the cardboard box. So now, what I want to do, you can see the paperwork that came with it. Before we do that, we'll put everything together. I just want to make sure that we let's put it on the base for now, just so nothing happens to it. And the base actually rotates. Let me make sure I got it the right way. Yeah. You can see it rotates. So let's take a look at the paperwork first. Okay, first thing that's on top, this might be the contest. Yes. This is the Star Trek Deep Space Nine Design and Alien Contest. The grand prize, you can win an appearance on Star Trek Deep Space Nine. First prize, 4 places, is $500. Star Trek Deep Space Nine action figure collection. Prepare for a new and fascinating Alien and Deep Space Nine universe, one of your own creation. You will bring to life benevolent being or untrusted traitor. You decide what species, you design its distinguished features. You may be the one to design the most unique alien ever encountered by Starfleet. You can see they made an alien out of me. They have the Out of This World t-shirt offer. Let's see, how much is that? 50% cotton. It doesn't say how much the price is. You can see the entry form with a lot of the information on the side. You've got your name, address, telephone, contact information. And the official entry form is on the back. So you can see officially the official entry form, and we have to draw the alien, or what we perceive, what we want it to be. And we can read the official rules on the reverse side before completing. We can do the name, the profile, and looking down you can see the exclusive t-shirt offer. Okay, now how much was it, do they say? Let's see. Child large, adult extra large. Wow. They're $1.23 per shirt. Oh, that's added. So these are $14.95 each for the t-shirt. Again, this is long gone. And when I had gotten that, I had thought about it, but for some reason I didn't try to do it. Like I said, I was more into Star Trek The Next Generation. Anyway, next up, oh wow, I actually still have my receipt. I didn't do this in a lot of them, but oh man, I paid $55.30 for this at Walmart. That was a long time ago. Let's see, is there a date? This was March 21st of 1995. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. We'll save that for a minute. You can see it does come with stickers. Not many, but it does come with stickers. Let's see, on the bottom we have the certificate of authenticity. Let's see, if I put the light on, it might be a little bit better. There we go. So, Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Space station contained in this collector box is certified as a special collector's issue with authentic lights and sounds from the Star Trek Deep Space Nine television show. Each package is individually numbered. 1994 Playmates. So, we got the blueprints, and I always love the technical blueprints that they have. And this actually helped me learn about Deep Space Nine. So look at Deep Space Nine, the space station. We got the central core exterior view. This is from the Federation file OXT143, classified as a code 4. And you can see we've got it because it's a little bit light. The subspace communications antenna is on top. We have the windows, commander's office view, the promenade windows, the defensive shields, the habitat ring. Going down, you can see the dock, small dock with the docking ring. We get the power transfer conduits. Going down, you can see that, well, the docking clamps where the dock would be. We got the fusion power plant that's on the bottom, and finally we have the exhaust cone. And this is 1994 from Playmates. That's a lot of fun. I love it when they do the blueprints. Okay, lastly, we've got the instructions. And it's really not as involved as you would think. Actually, you know what? I'm not seeing the Enterprise. Let me see. It might still be in the cardboard. Okay, that's better. The little Enterprise had fallen out. Okay. So back to the instructions. To assemble the space station, attach the upper docking pylons to the space station's docking port, as seen in diagram A. 2. Attach the lower docking pylons to the space station's docking port, as shown in diagram A. Note, the upper and lower docking pylons vary slightly in size. Make sure to fit the pylons in their appropriate positions. Then we fit the defensive shield generator onto the top of the central core and the inner area of the habitat ring, as shown in the close-up diagram B. Then place the ops tower on top of the defensive shield generator. Position and fit the assembled space station onto the display stand by fitting the central core's port into the stand's hole. See diagram A. To rotate the display stand, with the Federation Space Station Deep Space Nine on display stand, you can turn it manually for a multi-view interaction. Now when it comes to the batteries, when the batteries wear out, locate the battery compartment on the outside of each docking pylon. See diagram D. Slide open each cover as shown. Replace each battery with one AAA alkaline battery into each pylon as shown. Then slide the covers back into position. And we can see diagram C is just like on the TV show DS9. You can dock the miniature Starship Enterprise at the upper pylon docking port by fitting the hole underneath the Enterprise's saucer section to the docking port. See a close-up of diagram C. And lastly, to activate the space station's lights and sounds, press the tractor beam and docking activation button to light up the sail towers. Engage in enemy vessels as shown in a close-up of diagram E. Press the phaser or photon torpedoes activation buttons to light up the sail towers and fire the weapons. So that's basically it. You can see stock number 6251 from Playmates from 1994. So this is pretty basic. So what we're going to do now is we're going to actually assemble the space station. So we have separate pieces, these pylons, and they were talking about different sizes. Man, it's been so long since I had put these together. So we're going to take them and we're going to put them in place. Alright, so these would be the bottom. So let's do the same thing for the top now. See how they kind of snap into place? Alright, we're just going to rest it on the base right now because we're going to finish putting it together. And alright, let's do it this way. So the pieces that they're referring to that we have to put together, we've got another little packet full of parts. So this would be the absolute top, and this would be this section right here. So this would go on first. So this is going to go on this section, just like that. And then lastly, you can see we've got the top piece. Just like that. All right. So now we've got the little Enterprise that's inside. So let's kind of put this stuff to the side. You can see the little Enterprise. This is a lot like the Micro Machines Enterprise D. All right, you know what? I'm going to wait to put her on. Let's do the batteries next. So you can see where they're going to slide down, just like that. All right, so we got the AAA batteries. So we're going to have the positive side facing down. I'm going to go in just like that. Then you take the cover, and you can see how it's going to slide back into position. Make sure I got, yep, that's the right way. Yeah. All right, now we're going to go around, we're going to put them all in. There. Now, what we're going to do is this bottom section is going to go into the base, the little opening, so it's going to go in just like this. Make sure it's in the shot. The box might be in the way. Alright, so the Enterprise is going to go, you can see a little docking port where it's going to go just like this. There we are. So now we've got the Deep Space Nine set up. Let's see if I'll be able to keep the box there. Okay, so what I'll do is in a minute I'll take you off the tripod, but hopefully you can see the buttons that are in the central ring. Push the button. And we get the photon torpedoes. The docking. And there's a red button. That would be for the tractor beam. And lastly, we got the phasers. So let's put the light out. I want to get it where you guys are going to be able to see it. So let's go around and we're going to do the section, the buttons again. Let's start with the red one, and I think that was the tractor beam. Phasers. Photon torpedoes, and lastly, we got the docking of the ship. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take you off the tripod and we're going to put the lights out. Hopefully you can see how pretty cool that looks. Alright, let's go through the buttons. That was the docking procedure. Photon torpedoes. And of course, she wouldn't be firing her photon torpedoes or phasers with the Enterprise docked. You see the Enterprise on top. We'll go through the buttons again with the lights out. Alright, let me put the lights back on. You guys can see the Enterprise docked. This is, again, I don't want to go out and commit, but this is very similar to the AMT, Deep Space Nine. They had done the fiber optic back in the 90s. I think the pillars might be a little more narrow, but the overall station is around the same size. You can see the little Enterprise, NCC 1701, that's docked up on top. You can see the Cardassian markings that are all over the space station. It's a good shot of the Enterprise up on top. So let's go through the sounds one more time. The docking. And that, my friends, is the Playmates Deep Space Nine space station from 1994. And this is pretty cool. You don't see them around that often. I don't know if they made fewer of this, but they tend to be they're a little more expensive than, let's say, the Enterprise D. I think they made so many of those. And they didn't make as many as this one. But anyway, my friends, this is the DS9. Let me zoom in and show you where the buttons are. And the Enterprise on top. So that was the Playmates Deep Space Nine space station. It has the Enterprise that you can dock up on top. It also has 4 sound effects, the 4 buttons. It's got all the markings from the Cardassians. And it's got the blueprints, the instructions, the little contest, the certificate of authenticity. So my friends, I hope you enjoyed reliving this. I remember it was pretty cool when I set it up at the time. And I hope you're enjoying the little series that I'm doing of bringing out all my Playmates stuff. I still have a few to show you. I got a few more of the Enterprise versions. I've got the Voyager. I just got a bunch of the Playmate stuff. So my friends, thank you so much for the kind comments. Thank you for watching. And until my next video, I'll talk to you guys soon.